Hi, it's MM9, and today I'm going to do something a bit different for me anyways. I'm going to do a red desert map, Mediterranean climate. It's all Colonial Charter stuff on a very large map. Disasters are on for a bit of a change, and starting conditions are hard. Now, what I'm going to try and use here, and I didn't practice, which I'm a bad boy, but in megamod 9 here, there's a couple of sets that I haven't used yet. One of them is called Mexican Fantasy, and there's different Mexican Spanish flavored buildings there. And there is where is it here? Build a mission set. So, sort of Spanish style colonial stuff. And then there's a couple of tabs around tequila, taco kitchen, and the greenhouse hacienda, different housing styles. So I've got the red desert map, and I thought maybe we'd play with those theme sets. And I'm probably going to play on a slower speed than usual. So this won't be my usual 10x helter skelter. But yeah, something different. We'll try it. Try it for an hour or two, and if it doesn't feel right, we won't do any more. Alright, so let's make sure the peg timer's set. That's all set up. Alright. I didn't really look at the big picture map here, so you know, we've got some lakes and stuff, but yeah, I don't think we're going to put a major emphasis on the lakes here. We might put some fishing docks in and a few things like that. But I essentially want to get, I think we want to get a farm trader pretty quick, which means we need some trading goods. So we might, because we're on a hard start, and to do tequila, we're going to need agave. And I think animals like goats and, well, cattle and stuff. Yeah, let's sort of see what comes along here. But so kind of the medium-term objective here is to get to a farm trader with something worthwhile to trade for animals and seeds. In the meantime, we have to survive. Yeah, I would say Grace is asking me if there's some crops we can't plant. So I would say anything, and I should have printed out the actual chart from the Black Liquid site. Shows the crop temperature range, but maybe I'll look at that like offline. But let's say any crop that would be typically be a colder climate or milder climate, we'll steer away from. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to a fairly small list of crops here, and maybe one patch of Brussels sprouts, Grace. All right, well, we gotta figure out some kind of starting strategy here. When in danger, when in doubt, run in circles, scream and shout probably isn't going to work for us. Well, I wasn't really allowed to use a forest node last time, but I don't see anything wrong with a high Sierra type forest node to start here. And I miss my forest nodes anyway, so. Alright, so I don't know if there's a different gather hut style that might fit us a little bit better. That one doesn't like too bad. So let's get that in. I think a gather would work in any climate, practically, right? There's all kinds of wild foods in most climate. And different plants to pick and stuff. I'm not going to say this is a super harsh desert climate either. This is desert. But you can see there's water, there's some trees. it's just going to be hotter than normal. So we have to pick appropriate crops and animals, I think. Kind of the way I'm thinking of it right now. Yeah, well, if you don't want to know what you're having for dinner in a circumstance like this, it's probably best just not to ask, right? I don't know. They say almost every time you go for different food, like crocodile or rattlesnake or something, everybody says it tastes like chicken, so just pretend it's all chicken, I think, is the way to go. Alright, so we'll put I was in Dallas once and I went to a place that kind of specialized in different stuff, right? So we had crocodile and rattlesnake and I can't remember some of the other stuff. I'd be lying if I said armadillo, but it was different stuff like that. And I actually found it quite interesting. But it's all about the sauce, right? Or how many beers you have or something like that. Okay. And I think we'll put a hunter in too, so let's find a hunter here. Alright, now what houses do we want to start with here? Okay, I gotta find that mod set here. It looks like we need some other building material though. Can't tell, that might be lumber. So we won't be able to use those guys to start with. Okay, we got a mission small house, that seems reasonable. And a mission large house for 6 inhabitants, okay. Well, I think we'll just go with the little guys for now. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, it looks like the color scheme doesn't change. Let's see if we can get this kind of... But the roof shape does. Okay. Okay, being a little anal about lining them up, but hey, that's what I do. Okay, that's houses, that's our forest stuff, that's our barn. Something cabin gatherer. Oh, you know what I didn't put in? I did not put in our forest lodge. I think we should probably put in... I don't think we want to go orchard. Oh, citrus forester. Orange trees. Wow, okay. Tropical. Plant coffee trees. Oh, cool. Honshu forester. Well, I was gonna go with the palm trees, I think. Alright, and where would that make sense? I probably have to move a couple of those houses, aren't I? Probably should have put it where that stockpile is. So let's rearrange a few things here. Just derping away here. Okay, that's pretty much opposite the gather, and it's probably where you want it. And which hunter did I have? Nope, not that one. I think it was that one. Alright, that's better. That's the buildings we want. Now we want a stockpile here. And we want to prioritize that, and let's see where else we want to plunk some stockpiles down. Probably good enough for the moment, so let's prioritize that. Let's bring up our heads up display here. And our little job jar thing. And we got some roads to build here. I think I'll build a few more roads than normal. So we'll go somewhere out here. Something like that. And let's designate a bunch of trees here. And some rock from in here. And let's go to 10. Do a quick save here. And make sure our ZRZ key is set up. Let's go. Alright, I'll try and remember that. No iguana. I think this does mean we can have bananas though. Bananas, mango. I'm going for goats too. Okay. Now let's get the storehouse and the gather going. Now, I'm gonna be pausing a lot to check things out here, but does this have a wood chopper in the set here? There's a blacksmith, tailor, kitchen. Quiet garden. Oh, that looks cool. Infirmary, school extension. Hostel, church. Okay, the houses. Tequila trader, tequila bar. Village barn. Hacienda. Yeah, that would be my bet for sure, that the hostel's a boarding house. We can build one and see, so it doesn't look like there's a chopper in there. So we'll just use our normal Well, tiny chopper's always been the lucky one for me, so let's put that one in. And let's put a few more builders in here. Maybe 5 and 3 here. Alright, the gatherer's up there. Alright, take a couple of builders out and get some gatherers going here. What's our food at? It's not horrible, but let's at least get 3 people working in there. And yeah, okay. Hey Grumpy, how's it going, man? How's the wedding and everything going? Notice I'm trying a red map here, like the one you had in your Arizona map. Yeah. Although I'm not sure which one you used. I used Colonial Charter, the Red Desert, and I've got it on Mediterranean, no snow. But I'm just playing around. I noticed there's in the theme sets here, there's a mission theme set, and there's a Mexican fantasy theme set, and then there's the tequila stuff here. So I'm going to try and use as much of that as possible. And our first aim is to try and get a farm trader so we can get some, bananas and mango and agave and stuff going. I don't have any great theme like what you have for your towns. I just thought I'd try the map type and sort of play stuff that I figured it fit. Oh, you're gonna use the mission build too, okay. Have you guys had the wedding yet, or are you still in the planning stuff? No. Let's see, I should pay some attention here so I don't kill everybody. Star house, small house, gather hut, chopper. Early autumn, so this will become somewhat important here. Hey, Midget Goblin. Doing fine. MM9 doesn't have the Boral and the Weibo. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not either one of those maps. I've not played with those, so. I gotta say though, it's been fun trying the different map types just to see what it looks like and stuff. Trying to come up with a theme, but I'm not as good as you, Grumpy, at picking the themes there. I like the gun running map. That's my favorite so far. Booze and guns. Let's see here. So we've got Gatherer's Hut, and we've got, I was saying, we got food going on. We'll probably put another person in there. We could build houses, but we're not super stoked with our tool situation. So why don't we find some kind of map in the themes, or a barn in the theme sets here. Sorry guys, this is probably going to be pretty slow while I kind of fumble through the menus and It'll get faster once I get used to what's here. Mission storage, okay. How about, oh, and they've got roads passing through them, okay. That'll actually work for me. And then what do we have for a blacksmith? I think there was a blacksmith in this set here. Oh, there's storage there too. That might be better actually. I know I like the walkthrough ones. We'll leave those go. Now I was pretty sure I spotted a smith in one of these here. The trade post there. Yeah, that's a good point, you know, if you could favorite them or hotkey them or something like that. Oh, I got this quiet garden here. I want to build one of those. Huh, that is cool. Okay. Ah, that's where the blacksmith was. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to need iron or it will work with iron ore. So we're going to have to somewhat play that by ear. So we'll build it. We might have to cheat with a workshop until we can get some iron going. But we should be able to get like one of Grumpy's mini mines over there pretty quick. Pet sitters for your chihuahua and three cats. Yeah. Well, hopefully everybody's staying calm and everything. Weddings can be stressful. Alright, what do we got here? Huh. It will do rough tools. That is cool. Okay, I'm happy with that. Oh, look at all the other stuff it'll do too. Fishing gear, hunting gear, wagon parts, iron fittings, muskets. Cool. Alright, for now you're going to be rough tools and your limit's going to be 50 works for me. Now, I see we've got 0 iron ore, so we probably should do something about that. And it'd probably be prudent to put a couple more stockpiles in, say one there and something over here. So let's collect that up. We have tools. I'm not going to worry about coats too much, especially in a warm climate. 11 people. Let's let all these houses rip then. And that's going to require 40 stone. We've got that, so we've actually got a fair amount of stone and lumber, so I'm okay with that. Early winter. Now I think it was a Mediterranean climate, so I'm thinking the winters might be fairly mild, okay? Yeah. Sorry, Grace, when you say that you need those things to build or things to trade, were you talking about what the blacksmith built? Because hunting gear and fishing gear can be used in certain types of hunters and fishing buildings, but I just haven't played with those. The iron fittings, I'm not sure. And the wagon parts, I'm not sure, but I know the bottom two can be used in buildings. There's, if you go into the hunting setup here. Oh, croc hunter, I forgot about that guy. Maybe Grumpy knows this better than me, but there's a certain... Yeah, see this one here says hunt with hunting gear. So you put this in and you make hunting gear. And there's another one for fishing too, I think, where you make fishing poles. Yeah, I can't remember exactly which one it is. Waterside fishing, where I use fishing poles here. Yeah, so we could play with some of that for sure. I think once we get the town established here, we can maybe branch out a bit. Alright, and it's built. 2 more houses to go. Now, when you say biddy menu, are you talking about like in the toolbars, or? Because mostly what I've been finding is they're just kind of intermixed in with all the other stuff. Or is there an actual? I'll have to watch one of your streams, Grumpy, and just to see where that is. Alright, yeah, I think we need another house already here. Yeah, female there. And we're gonna need 2 more houses pretty quick here. Alright, so let's panic over food. How about we do that? Okay, so I think it'd be appropriate to build this hunting cabin. And it's a pretty good spot for a fishing dock up here. Oh, interesting here, look, corn patch, pepper patch, tomato patch, and cotton patch. Cool, okay. The market there. Okay, I'm not seeing any fishing docks there, so let's find one. Okay. Yeah, that's usually where I've been finding them, is under the various, like, mixed in with the other stuff, but now when you say Jinkies button, I'm not sure if I got one of those. Although if you were going to have a button, the Jinkies button would be a cool one. Force center, decoration, docks, medieval. Cool, okay. 4th button from the right. That's all the medieval town stuff, right? 2nd row up. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's actually, yeah. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, cool. Jinxies. All right. Thank you for that. What kind of boat are we going to use here? I don't know if you can read this, but this is a tuna boat and will last about 2 years before needing a new boat and spear. Interesting. Now you're bringing reality into it. There is just so much in this set. I think, though, we're just going to go kind of basic to start with here. So that's a pretty good spot there. And that's also a pretty good spot there. And the circles don't even touch, so that's cool. I think the top one's better, so we'll put this one on hold. And let's put a couple more builders in, and let's get that guy and the hunting cabin going. I actually, I have no plan for this series at all. I just wanted to try these theme sets. And just see what it looks like. And I was almost thinking to visit a test game, but yeah, so I don't really have any grand plans at the moment. And I'm gonna let that go, but I want to see what kind of storage we had in here. Oh no, I think that one needs lumber. A lot of the recipes seem to need lumber here, so why don't we get our little tiny lumber guy in. Oh, you think? Well, yeah, at some point we'll grow like crazy, get nomads, cause problems. But this is probably gonna be a fairly slow first couple hours, I think. How many people do we have here? We have 92 food, so I think we should amp up the fishing dock and probably 2 in there. Okay, we'll build the lumber. And let's just get a tiny bit of lumber, like 100. And let's leave 1 builder in. And I would dearly like to get some storage out by this fishing dock here. So I think it's mission storage here. Okay, and we probably need houses as well. So maybe a couple of, probably wouldn't hurt to have a house up by the fishing dock. Yeah, which set were we using here? These guys, I think. So it's pretty small storage. Oh well. I will play with the theme and see where it goes. Can always build 100 of them. Don't have the people, but would like the forest node going. Hey, Sarah. Yeah, I saw that where they have a road running right through them so you can line them all up. I think that's a pretty cool option. Okay, why is my food only at 5,000 here? Okay, a couple fishermen in there, one more house, and we should be good for a while. 8 houses I would calculate. Alright, let's go, we can pluck away at the forest lodge here. I think what I want to do is get some kids to grow up here so we can staff the forest lodge. Maybe the other fishing dock too. Like we're out of food right now, so might be an iffy autumn here. Probably wouldn't hurt to get somebody planting trees in the forest lodge. Mass procreation in the red desert, yeah. Well, that's not really going to start until we get the tequila flowing though, I think. Then it's party time. Alright, build my pond lodge here, guys. Now I think we should have the perfect number of houses here. Unfortunately, these houses only hold 4, so we're gonna have to watch that, but... Okay. We did have a graduate there, so I'm actually gonna have 2 planting. Okay, I'm gonna save that in case something dumb happens, or I do something dumb. And I'm gonna have to let this run for a bit here while some kids grow up. Okay, those guys are all be working as laborers. I'm not against upping the fuel limit here. And I guess it does need a lot of rock and iron, but no trees. So let's do a few more trees here. That's a consideration. Right now, though, my main concern is we're not making enough food or gathering enough food. So I think we have a bunch of barren areas in here. So I think for productivity's sake, for the gatherer and the hunter, we want to plant only right now. And then when we get it flushed out a bit, then we can start, yeah, you're right. Then it'd be better to cut out the evergreens. Yeah, no, you're right, Grumpy, collecting the wild food, but To me, that's a badge of dishonor. I only do that when I absolutely have to. I think we're gonna be okay here. I doubt if that hunting lodge has done a whole ton so far. Take a few cycles to get going here. Bit of duck meat. Yeah, it's not bad from the fishermen up here. I think we're gonna be okay, maybe? Let's see. Most of our kids are pretty young at the moment. 5-year-old. Yeah, I think hunting blinds have been my go-to lately. Yeah. Usually like putting roads in forest nodes, but why don't we do that? Okay, we can put at least one duck blind in over here. We'll have to gather some reeds though. Clear cactus, cool. I gotta find a map that actually has cactus on it. I messed around, I couldn't, but doesn't mean they don't exist. Clear dead tree, clip wild food, clear reeds. Not a lot of reeds showing up there. Okay, food is slowly climbing here. Alright, while we're waiting for people to grow up here, let's see what kind of market we're going to use here. Okay, there's a market in here somewhere, I just gotta find it. It's a trading post, okay. Okay, let's play with this for a second here. Okay, so the market is made up of components here. Yeah, okay. I don't know, gonna be somewhat random here. Let's say we're gonna look like that. Yeah, so there's a general market here. And a food market there. And Taylor market there. Taylor says only for linen, which would be flax, but we don't have flax. And a siesta tent. Well, I'm not going to say no to a siesta tent. Okay. Now our food is kind of iffy still. Well, let's take one person out of here, put a builder in. Feed the cats, you gotta feed the cats. So Grumpy, it's a big weekend this weekend and you're back to normal after that? Or are you gonna take a little bit of rest time off? I can't remember if you said you do, you teach summer school or if you just take the summer off. Let's see here. Okay. Well, at least you get a few days off here and there. How's your weather been? There's been a big chunk of the country covered by storms and all kinds of bad stuff lately. Yeah. Like 90s kind of thing, or even hotter. We've had a weird cold snap here. It's like 65 and raining or something. Which is what Vancouver's usually like. It's just been weird lately. Yeah. I'm not built for the super hot weather unless it's comes with a deck chair and a big drink of something cold. Okay, builder out. Hunting blind man, okay. You know the seasons I've always liked? I've always liked spring and fall. At least around here, fall's kind of quite often quite nice. Not so much rain, but warm days, but nights cool enough where you can sleep. I find fall quite nice. Winter here in Vancouver is just gray and rain all the time. It can be somewhat depressing if you let it get to you. Yeah. We don't get quite as much of that here. We have mostly evergreens, but okay, I'm pacing back and forth here, just using my fingers. Yeah, that's good temperature. Oh, that's right, you're a big fisherman, yeah. Some great fishing up here in British Columbia. You're into salmon, halibut, that kind of stuff. Some good steelhead and trout too, but fishing's not really my kind of thing. I prefer to sit in a pub and eat, fish and chips and drink beer, but I can understand the attraction being outside like that, nice and peaceful. Alright, we must have had a few people graduate there. Like 4 it looks like, so let's see what we're gonna do with people here. Okay, one there. Okay, I see 3 boys here, so we're gonna need 3 houses. Now, we don't have a lot of food at the moment. So, I see fishing in there. These some of their futures here. So, let's go back in and find our storage here. Okay, or was it in this one? Okay, I'm gonna try this guy here, because I think that's lumber that it needs. Oh, clay. Interesting. Okay. Eyes aren't working too good today. So let's go back to this other one then. Unless there was something in here. Vegetable bar. Ooh, let's look at this thing here. That's a big boy. Well, why don't we build that there? And it can be used by the forest node as well. And let's get the fishing dock going. And I think put a person back in here. I want to keep planting, I think. Okay, so it means I probably want to harvest some trees from outside the circle here. Like over here-ish. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so we're gonna put 2 houses up here. And I think maybe I'm gonna put a house in town. Yeah, that's probably clay too for those houses. Alright, so we need to make clay a bit of a priority here. Meantime, we'll put 2 mission houses there. And maybe a large mission house there. And if we run this road out, okay, and we'll put some people in that dock when we get everything else built here. I didn't necessarily see any clay in those theme sets, but let's have another look here. Blacksmith, tailor, kitchen, distillery. Let's see. Oh, that's where that storage was, okay. Okay, I don't think there'd be anything to do with clay in here. Oh, there is a greenhouse. Interesting. A couple of house sets. Clay pit, okay. Okay, that makes sense. The buildings need clay. Oh, it's not water-based, okay. Okay. Well, let's actually put that right there. Okay, vegetable barn built. Got that house to build. And we got these 2 houses to build here. Lots of log and lots of stone, so let's say the fisher ones first. Gotta be getting near a pig timer, I would think, here. Yeah, 1 minute away here. or less than.